Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to enable D8 mode on your radio. Now recently a lot of people have bought the Emax BabyhawkR, which does come as a bind and fly, and you will need the D8 mode, so that's the main purpose for this video. You're going to need a piece of software called OpenTX Companion, and there'll be a link for that in the description below. Then download the correct version for your operating system. Next we can have a look in our radio. You can see that we've already got D8 mode enabled, but you probably won't. You probably have something like D16, which is for the European market. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to pretend we didn't have D8 mode, and we're just going to overwrite all of these settings and firmwares on here. So starting with your radio off, we're going to need to push the trim tabs into the center and then turn the radio on and let go. You can see we're now in bootloader mode. Then we can take a USB cable and plug it into the back of the radio. Plug the other end into your PC. Once that's done, you can then run the OpenTX Companion. We're going to go up onto the very top bar here. We can see we have an arrow pointing down for our downloads. Click on that. We can actually check for updates here. We can see we're already up to date. Then we're going to click on download firmware. I already have this file downloaded, as you can see, in this folder, so save it somewhere that you're going to be able to easily access it. Now we're going to click on download SD contents. This will take you to a website with several zip files. Choose the latest one. Again, when you save this, save it somewhere that you'll be able to access it later. Now with that done, we're going to go to our cogwheel here, or settings. Now you'll probably want to have the Lua script enabled. I do use it for my other drones, but it's not necessary for the Babyhawk. Now we need to make sure that the EU is unticked. If you've got this ticked, you will not get D8 mode. Then you can click OK and then go to the left hand side to write the firmware to the radio. Click on this. You can see at the top we've got a destination here. This is the first part of the file that we downloaded earlier. So if you don't see that bin file straight away, then have a search around and find it in your computer where you saved it earlier. Then click Write to TX. Now we only have one more step to do, which is the SD card contents that's on the SD card inside the Tyrannus. You can see that it's located here on my computer. Now if you're a bit worried about deleting all of these content files from your SD card, you can just simply copy and then paste them into a folder on your desktop. Or what I'm going to do here is actually just delete them all. Doing this won't delete any of the profiles off of your radio, so don't worry about losing any of that. Now remember those SD card contents that I asked you to download earlier. You can see them here. These are the new SD card contents, so I'm just going to copy them and put that into the SD card. Now this may take a while if you're running with the cable from the computer into the radio. I've just sped this up. Once that's done, you can then unplug the radio, turn it off, and back on again.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning.
You will then find that you've now got D8 mode enabled. You will now not only be able to connect to D16 receivers, but also D8. Happy flying everyone.